young minds meet tomorrow's tech.
The power of leverage, how small efforts move big things. Introduction to leverage. Hello, young scientists. I'm Professor Leverton, and today we're going to talk about something really cool, leverage. Have you ever seen someone lift something really heavy, like a rock, and wondered how they do it? Well, it's all about using a lever. Let's take a look at this gardener. Using leverage to lift the rock. As you can see, the gardener is using a lever to lift the rock instead of using just his hands. Why does he do that? Well, that's because leverage helps make lifting heavy things much easier. Leverage works by using a lever, which is a simple machine. A lever is like a rigid bar that pivots around a point called the fulcrum. By pushing down on one side of the lever, the gardener is able to lift the rock on the other side with a lot less effort. How does leverage work? Let me show you how it works. When you push down on one side of the lever, you create force. This force moves the object on the other side. The fulcrum, or the point where the lever rests, plays a big role in how easy it is to lift the object. The farther away from the fulcrum you apply the force, the easier it is to lift the object. So, if you push far from the fulcrum, you'll need less force to move something heavy. Real-life uses of leverage. Leverage is everywhere. You see it in playground seesaws, crowbars, and even in construction machines like cranes. They all use the same principle of leverage to move heavy things with less effort. In nature, animals also use leverage. For example, a bird's beak acts like a lever when it cracks open a nut. It uses the force from its beak to crack the shell, making it much easier to get to the food inside. So, to sum it up, leverage is the way we use a lever to multiply force. By using the lever and adjusting where the fulcrum is placed, we can lift or move really heavy things with a lot less effort. The farther from the fulcrum you apply the force, the easier it is to lift the object. Next time you see something heavy being moved, remember it's all about leverage. And who knows, maybe you'll use a lever to move something big yourself. Keep exploring, young scientists, and I'll see you next time.
Brought to you by Meta Robotics Education.